Okay, so we're here today to talk about how to clean this griddle. What you're gonna need is some Wesson high temperature oil. This is canola oil. This is not always available at the church. Definitely bring your own just in case. Paper towels. This is a cleaning pad. These items are found in this basket that's kept up on the shelf above the range. And we also have a large and small spatula. I use the large one to distribute the oil on the griddle, and the smaller one is to clean out that trough nicely. So light is on, exhaust fan is on. I've just lit the 3 burners for the griddle. I've turned them up to 275 degrees each, and it's going to take a few minutes for this to heat up, and then we're going to get started. One other thing we're going to talk about as we wait for this to heat up is the grease trough here. Now, a lot of people will tell you you have to clean this out before you finish and before you leave. It's too hot. What you need to do is check it and clean it out right when you start up. That's the right time. It's easy to get out. A lot of the oil we use doesn't solidify. It takes some time. So while this is warming up and before I start it, now is when I'm going to clean. Okay, so we've cleaned out this grease trough. I would not want to do that when it's hot, so I'm getting ready to use this. I've cleaned it out. I scraped it out into the trash can. I'm sliding it back in place, and we're ready to start cleaning the griddle. So I'm going to pour some of this oil onto the griddle. It's starting to warm up a little bit. I'm going to use my large spatula, and I'm just going to spread this out a bit. Okay? I want to make sure that I get some coverage all over this thing. You can see that it's rusty. There's some schmutz on here that we got to take care of, and we're going to try and bring it back to life. So here, this is our first part. Just kind of get this oil in, get things start to activate so we can clean this off, okay? Okay, so we're going to start to use this scraper. It's really a pad to start to clean this up. It's going to take some time. This is warm, and you don't want so much oil that you're going to splash and burn yourself. You have to be careful. If you're sensitive to the temperature and everything else, you might want to have an apron on. You might want to have long sleeves as well. But I'm just going to start to show you what it's going to take. And I might switch to even a brand new pad because this one had been used. But what you're going to see is it takes some elbow grease. Just even that, you can see that I'm starting to get back to regular steel. You know, this is a big steel pad. And you're going to see that all of a sudden I can see what it should really look like. So we'll keep going, and we'll show you our progress. This is my first pass, and I'm using this large spatula to kind of draw this grease and oil into the trap. And you can see that even just after a couple minutes here, we're bringing this thing back to life. But it's going to take a couple rounds. This is only round 1. It's probably going to take 3 of equal amount of time to get this where we need to. Okay, so I'm just going to wipe this down, paper towel. Make sure you double it up a couple times so you don't burn your fingers. Just getting any of this loose stuff off and kind of starting as clean as we can. I'm going to get another 2 paper towels here. Again, just wiping it down, getting as clean as I can. I'm also going to want to make sure that I clean off these tools. So I'm going to go scrub these in the sink, and we'll be right back. Okay, so you can take a look at this griddle, night and day from when we started earlier today. We're ready to cook. Again, I'm gonna add some oil to get it a little prepped, a little less than we were doing before. Again, I just washed the tools. I wanted to make sure that now that we've cleaned everything up, I have a nice clean spatula, and what I'm gonna do is just spread this oil nice and thin across the surface evenly. This allows you to do that evenly and not have puddles of oil on your griddle, which doesn't always taste that good. So that's how we do that. Next, we're gonna come back and we'll show you how to prep it when you leave. Okay, so we've cooked our food. We've wrapped up here. I'm gonna shut down because guess what? These stay warm for quite a while. I'm going all the way to the circle on these controls. Pilots are off. We're good. This is gonna take a while to cool down. So what I'm gonna do now is I've cleaned it. I've done the whole cleaning process. Basically what I'm gonna do is add a little oil. We're wrapping up the day. Grab some paper towels. And again, what I'm gonna do is spread this oil out. Make sure I have nice coverage everywhere. You know, my goal here is to leave it better than I found it. We know that's the case this time. So just spread that out. Make sure we hit everything. And then I'm just gonna do a light wipe down on this. Not heavy. I just wanna take any of that excess oil off. But I wanna leave it on so it doesn't get rusty. It's kind of like how you would treat your cast iron at home. Okay, a little oil makes it really happy. I'm gonna clean those tools off. I'm gonna scrub them if there's any stuff, any material on them. I don't want that rusting. I don't want it caked up for somebody else. At that point, I've already shut it down. I'm gonna shut off the fan and the light, and I can go home. And I can look at that and know, hey, when I come back, I can heat it up, do a quick scrub, very quick one, and I'm ready to go.